say is gospel. I cook this with love.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and this one features Trevor Lawrence as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Jaguars and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from Jacksonville. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trayvon Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. It's Williams. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jaguars at 7 and 8 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Lawrence. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. They'll look to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest in first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A handoff for Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Etienne once more. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On play action, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Jaguars back with it on offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. A third down gain of 19. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To try again after the sack. Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him. At sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And the pressure gets to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within 1 score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you worked on all week long.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Alex Singleton. Defensively.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Lawrence will throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 27, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Toss left side for Etienne.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Rolling to his left.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Herbert.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. Get 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come. Fourth down, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on 1st down now.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert
throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Andre Cisco there on the stop. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 21. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Chargers.
It's Eckler again. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 56 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Is caught. It's Ridley. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Elliott now to have the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. That time a 6-play drive. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And this not always